What's up, guys? Championship week is finally here.
Let's
It's
go.
for all the marbles. It's what we've all been waiting for. And we are bringing you guys 6 players that you need to start this week if you want to be crowned the champion of your league.
Starting off strong, we have a running back for the Cleveland Browns that has been putting up great numbers in the playoffs. He's probably on your waiver wires right now or stashed on your team way down in your bench. Jerome Ford. Over the past 2 games, he's had over 20 fantasy points and he's been looking very consistent. He's been putting up Jameer Gibbs numbers and it just looks like he's a very cheap RB1. Definitely start him against this Miami Dolphins run defense this week in your championship, as I expect him to get another 20 bomb. No surprises there. Start Jerome Ford. And also, ever since Nick Chubb got hurt, he's out for the rest of the season with a foot injury. He's taken over this backfield. He's getting all the carries. He has no competition in workload. It's his backfield, and it's his time to shine. Jerome Ford will win you your championship.
Next man that we have for y'all is Chig Okonkwo, the Titans tight end. Now, Chig Okonkwo, many of you are probably like, who is Chig Okonkwo? But all you need to do, look at these past 2 games with him going off twice. He's getting 21 targets over those 2 weeks, 16 and a half points on average.
That's a
And you
lot.
could be, okay, it's 2 weeks, but the reason for this is because Mason Rudolph has been named the Titans QB1, and him and Chig Okonkwo have had a great connection. Chig is probably a guy you could go to your waivers right now, look at tight end, and he's going to be there immediately waiting for you to pick him up, put him in, and he should be an automatic tight end. Great play for this week.
For sure. And the third player we have for you guys, the QB we all know and love, Bo Nix. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this was a rookie who me and Facility did not like coming into this year's fantasy season. We both thought he was going to be bad, but he proved us wrong. And this year, he's been just putting up fantastic numbers. He's a very consistent QB who has a big, reliable target in Cortland Sutton. He spreads the ball. He can run and pass. He's very versatile. And Bo Nix, he's just very good. Last game, he had 26 against the Chargers in a game where he only had 2 air yards, which is not a lot. That literally means most of his passes were not in the air. Short throws. All short throws. He took no long balls. This is a game where I think it's going to be the opposite this week. In your championship, he gets the Cincinnati Bengals defense. And we all know this Bengals defense has been selling the Bengals season all year. They can't stop anyone. Their offense has been doing all the work, and they still just can't get one stop to win that game. So expect Bo Nix to go off against this weak defense and tear them up.
Yeah, when you look at that Bengals offense, you got guys like Joe Burrow, you got guys like Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Chase Brown, like one of the most stacked offenses in the league. But why? Why aren't they one of the top teams in the AFC? It's because of that defense that has allowed over 40 points to the Steelers offense. And we saw just this past day, Christmas Day, Steelers offense puts up a dud against the Chiefs. And if that offense is cooking the Bengals defense, then Bo Nix is going to do the same thing.
Yeah. And the next, players we have for you guys, these are teammates on the Los Angeles Chargers, Justin Herbert.
Lad McCon.
These two, do we really need to say much? Their chemistry is very good for a rookie wide receiver and a veteran, I guess veteran QB, and Justin Herbert. Now we all know Justin Herbert. This is a very reliable quarterback. He's been in the league for a little time now, and he has a great arm, great IQ, and he's only thrown 3 interceptions on the season. That has to be one of the lowest in the NFL. So he's not throwing that many interceptions. And even those interceptions, 2 of those came in the most recent games. I still don't see that as a reason not to start Herbert. Herbert on the year has had 3,243 passing yards, 20 total TDs, and 252 rushing yards. This dude is pretty elite when it comes to quarterbacks. There's one stretch in the season where he had 32, 26, 21, 28 fancy points in a row. That's elite QB1 production. And this week against the New England Patriots, I don't see why you shouldn't start Herbert. He has a projected total of 20 fantasy points this week, which I think he could easily crush against this Patriots defense, who isn't bad, but I could just see the Chargers getting the upper hand early, and this game will just get out of hand.
Yeah, and when it comes to Lad McConkey, we have seen that it's been established that McConkey is Herbert's favorite target. He's one of the only reliable receiving options in that Chargers offense. And McConkey had a 5 game, actually, his recent 5 game stretch. His lowest amount of points in those games is 14. So this dude has literally been an automatic start, and you're going to get a good week from your receiver spot. McConkey is set to have another big week, coming off of injury. Last week, he still looked just as good as he did before. So him and Herbert should go off this week and be two guys. If you have both of them, start the stack. If you have one of them, start the one. They should both have great weeks this week. And the final player that we have is Darnell Mooney, the Falcons wide receiver who sometimes gets overshadowed by Drake London, but he has had some big games this year. And with Michael Penix becoming the starting QB in Atlanta after Kirk Cousins looked like a middle school quarterback for, 3, 4 games, Darnell Mooney with Michael Penix starts off with 5 catches, 82 yards. That's as solid as it can get. And in this upcoming game with the Commanders, we know how good Jaden Daniels has been his rookie year. That Commanders offense is probably going to score a lot of points quickly on the Falcons. It's going to put them behind, and that means Falcons are going to be throwing the ball. And when you're looking at the Falcons offense, Drake London is probably the top target in that offense. But when the attention's going to be on London, that's going to give Mooney the opportunities to get looks from Penix, and he should have a big week, maybe a couple explosive plays in there. Start him this week.
Definitely. Okay, guys, those are our 6 championship players that you need to start because they're gonna win you that chip. Don't listen to us and you're gonna lose. But that's our advice, and we expect these players to go nuclear this week. I'm currently in my league's championship. I'm starting Bo Nix, so hopefully he gives me something. And we're gonna come up with a special video for you guys in a few days, maybe a week. It's gonna be a very good video, so stay in tune for that. Hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys later.
Peace.
Peace.